frightened, greedy. "You couldn't," he whispered. "You're lying. This is just a bluff." He shook his head violently, trying to convince himself. "You're trying to scare me. I'm going to Vaude right now. She loves me. She'll cancel everything. She'll sign whatever I tell her to." He turned sharply and rushed toward the ICU doors. "Vaude," he shouted, flinging one open. "Vaude, tell her." I didn't move from my chair. I already knew how this would end. Sterling managed only 2 steps inside the room before a figure appeared from behind the privacy screen. Not a doctor, a man. Broad-shouldered, still, unyielding. He wore the uniform of a private security firm, his expression carved from stone. I had hired him 2 hours earlier with a single instruction: no male visitors, no exceptions. Protect the patient. Without a word, the guard stepped into Sterling's path. A massive hand, heavy as iron, pressed against my son's chest. "Unauthorized entry is prohibited," the guard said in a deep, steady voice. "Get your hands off me," Sterling screeched, trying to twist past him. "I'm her husband. I have rights. Vaude, wake up!" Vaude lay still, but the heart monitor answered for her. The steady rhythm jumped, spiking sharply in response to his shouting. "You are disturbing a critical patient," the guard said calmly. With controlled force, he began guiding Sterling backward into the corridor. "Leave immediately," he warned, "or I will be forced to apply physical restraint." Sterling fought, his boots slipping against the linoleum. "Mama!" he yelled, turning toward me in desperation. "Tell him she's my wife!" I remained seated. My fingers tightened around the notebook. "Take him away," I said quietly. "No inheritance." I saw it in his eyes. He was already planning her death. If Vaude died, he would inherit everything: the apartment, the money, the possessions. In his mind, he had already buried her and was counting the profit. The calculation was written plainly on his face. "Thinking about inheritance?" I asked. My voice was so cold it felt as if the temperature in the corridor dropped instantly. "Don't get your hopes up." I reached into my bag and pulled out another document. "A will," I said calmly. "Mine." His breath caught. I rewrote it this morning at Odora's office while we were processing the apartment transfer. I opened the folder and pointed to a highlighted paragraph. "Read." Sterling's lips trembled as he read aloud, stumbling over every word. "All my property, movable and immovable, including funds and accounts, I bequeath to the Hope for Paws Animal Shelter." He stared at me, genuine horror flooding his face. You're joking," he stammered. "Cats? Mama, are you insane? You're giving everything to cats and leaving your own son with nothing?" "Yes," I replied evenly. "Cats are at least grateful when you feed them, and they don't shut off the heating for the sick." "You wouldn't dare," he hissed. Then he exploded. "You wouldn't dare," he screamed, forgetting the mask of repentance entirely. His face twisted with rage. "I'll contest this. I'll prove you're incompetent, an old senile woman. The court will side with me. I'm your only heir." "Try," I said with a faint smile. "I have a psychiatric certificate, issued today. It confirms I'm of sound mind and memory." I stepped closer. "But you, my son, have problems." "What problems?" he shouted, spit flying. "Locks," I said simply. "Tonight the apartment will have new locks and a full security system. If you try to enter without Vaude's invitation, and I assure you she won't invite you, a response unit will arrive." I paused. "And this time they won't release you in 2 days." Sterling froze. Reality finally crashed down on him. No home, no car, no money, no future inheritance. "And the debts?" he whispered. Real fear trembled in his voice. "Mama, they'll kill me. They really will. Just give me something, enough to cover the debts. I'll leave. I'll disappear. You'll never see me again." "No," I said, cutting him off cleanly. "You're a grown man, Sterling. You brewed this tea. Now you drink it." I met his eyes without mercy. "Go work. Be a loader, a janitor, a cab driver. Oh, wait, you'll lose your license. That makes you a courier. On foot. Work it off." "You monster," he spat. "You're not a mother. You're a snake. I hate you. I hope you die with your Veda." I calmly placed the documents back into my bag. "The feeling is mutual, son. Now leave. Security is on the way." As if summoned by my words, 2 guards appeared at the far end of the corridor, alert, purposeful, likely called by someone, disturbed by the shouting. Sterling looked at them, then at me, and for the first time in his life, he understood something simple and terrifying. There was nothing left to take. Final words. Some people will say, a grown man must answer for his actions. Stop protecting him. And maybe they're right. Life doesn't spare anyone forever. At some point, consequences arrive, quietly or violently, but they always arrive. Now I want to ask you, did this story move you? And which city are you listening from today? Let's meet in the comments below. I read every single one. If this story touched your heart, you can support Voice of Jesky by sending a super thanks. Your support helps me continue bringing you powerful life stories like this one. Thank you, truly, for your kindness and love. On your screen right now, you'll see 2 more life stories I highly recommend watching next. There are many more waiting for you on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new story. Until then, life story with love and respect. So guys, how did you like my story? Please do share your feedback. And to watch and listen to more interesting stories like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Voice of Jesky, and press the bell icon so that every new video reaches you first. Till then, take care of yourselves.